All right, you guys, welcome to Tuesday, May 12th here at CrossFit Bellingham and ProFitness Northwest. We got a fun one for you today. But don't worry, it's coming up. What I want you to do right now, drop down in that low yogi squat, okay? Feet nice and flat, knees apart, sink down low, big deep breaths the whole time until this video is over with and you actually start your workout. So, once you start working out, your warm-up is going to be 2 minutes on your run, row, jump, or burpees. Anything that's going to get your heart rate up, get your blood flowing, get you breathing a little heavy. From there, I want you to do this whole thing 2 times through. So you're going to do your over the hurdle, through the hurdle, high knees, butt kickers, and grapevine. Like I said, if it's nice outside, do this outside. Otherwise, feel free to do it in your living room or in place. And if you're doing it in place, it's like maybe 10, 20 movements on each side. Okay? And again, 2 times. Make sure you do it twice. From there, your WOD for today is going to be 5 rounds for time of approximately 5 stone goblet squats and a 400-meter run. Okay? So with those approximations on your stones, if 5 is just way too hard and your stone is just that heavy, hey, good on you for trying. Just drop that down to about 3 reps. Okay? If you've gotten incredibly strong through this quarantine by lifting all these stones, and 5 is just way too easy, bump that up to 8 or more, depending on the equipment that you have, okay? So once you get through the approximately 5 stone goblet squats, go out on that 400-meter run, rinse and repeat 5 rounds for time, and then record down your time. Once you come back inside from that last run, your durability for today is going to be the 30-30-30 glute leg lifts, or the Jane Fondas, whatever you want to call them, the 20-20-20 calf raises, and then 10 windshield wipers on each side. And we're just going to go through that twice, okay? From there, we got our recovery, which is my personal favorite. Going to be that standing quad, down dog, calf stretch, low runner's lunge, pigeon, and then we're going to finish in that warrior and the triangle pose. Okay, let's head on over to Christy. Let's see what this is supposed to look like. All right, you guys, for your warm-up, you're going to start after that run, row, jump, or burpees with the over the hurdle, lifting your leg up and to the outside and bringing it in front of you. Once you finish that, you're going to do through the hurdle. So bring your knee up and then swing it out and over, just like Christy's doing here. From there, I want you to work on your high knees. Remember, you're running today, so you want to get warmed up. After those high knees, right into those butt kickers. You guys know how this works. And from there, let's loosen up your hips and back a little bit with some grapevine, making sure you do this in both directions. And then again, we're going to cycle through this 2 times. Nice work, Christy. All right, for your WOD, it's going to be 5 rounds for time of 5 stone goblet squats. So just like Christy's doing here, make sure that you get your hip crease below the top of your knees. Once you get through all 5 squats, set that stone down, head out on your 400-meter run. Once you come back in, you go right back into those goblet squats, really making sure that as you get tired, you're keeping your foot planted on the floor and you're keeping your knees tracking over or outside of your toes. Nice work, Christy. All right, for your durability, you're going to start with 30-30-30 of your glute leg lifts, making sure that you lift up and to the outside, just like Christy's doing. Then you're going to do your inner leg lifts, crossing over if you need to for that balance. And then finishing by rolling over onto your stomach and doing the reverse lifts. Really focus on just squeezing your butt. It's a nice small movement. From there, and once you get it on both sides, you're going to stand up and you're going to do your 20-20-20 calf raises. So you're going to start just with your feet flared out ever so slightly, just like Christy's doing. I want you to knock out 20 of those. Then you can do with your feet facing directly forward. 20 calf raises, and then your toes are going to be pointed in with your heels out. 20 calf raises there. Once you finish your calf raises, I want you to drop back down to the floor and you're going to be doing windshield wipers. And this is going to be 10 each. So that's going to be 10 on each side or 20 total. You're going to lift your feet up into the out straight in front of you and you're going to let them fall down to the side with control. And if you need to, go ahead and stick your hands out for that little bit of extra balance. And I want you to run through this whole thing 2 times, just like Christy's doing. All right, for your recovery, you're going to start with your standing quad stretch. And I want you guys to really focus on spending at least 2 to 3 minutes, if not more, in each position. And with this quad stretch, make sure that you get both sides. You just did a lot of squatting and a lot of running, so let's do some recovery work. Once you're done with your quad stretch, you're going to head on down to your down dog. Walk yourself out into that pike position. Try and get your hips as high as you can, pressing through your shoulders and hands, keeping your body in a nice straight line, feeling that stretch in your glutes, hamstrings, and possibly even your calves. If you need more, go ahead and cross your legs over into that actual calf stretch, trying to get your heel down to the floor just like Christy's doing. And again, 2 to 3 minutes, making sure that you get both sides. From there, you can just walk yourself out into your low runner's lunge. Nice big wide step, trying to sink your hips and your entire body as low as you can. And you guys know the drill by now. Make sure you hit both sides. We don't want any abnormalities going on here. And of course, from that low runner's lunge, right into your pigeon stretch. So with this one, your knees coming to the floor, and you're trying to get your shins as perpendicular to your body as you can. So that's a line out in front of you. And again, both sides. There's a little bit of a theme going on here. Once you get through your pigeon, you're going to stand back up and you're going to go right into your warrior pose. Just like Christy's doing here. Her arms are straight. She's stepping out. Good. Try and mimic Christy as best as you can. If you can't do this, that's okay. Just I want you to try. Make sure you get both sides. Beautiful, Christy. And from there, we're going to finish with that triangle pose. And again, I want you guys to make sure that you get both sides. And Ryan, that little timer was for you. Beautiful work, Christy.